Recipe and Ideal Costing Reports. Within Chefsheet, there are two different report sections. As you can see in other tutorials, each inventory has reports related to that inventory. The Recipe and Ideal Costing section of the site has separate reports which are accessed by clicking here. First, a note on how Chefsheet thinks and prepares your reports. Chefsheet is constantly scanning your inventories and recipes for changes in prices. This process takes a few minutes to complete and never more than 10 minutes. If you recently updated prices in an inventory, wait about 10 minutes before checking these reports to see the effect of these price changes. Generally, by the time you're done entering your updates and have put the invoices away, the reports will be calculated. The first report we'll look at is the Cookbook Report. The Cookbook Report is used for just what it sounds like, a cookbook of all your recipes as they are entered into Chefsheet. First, select which recipe categories you'd wish to see by clicking the mouse button. For multiple categories, use the Control button while clicking. Chefsheet will prepare a report with one recipe per page, including your picture and cooking instructions, as well as the recipe's most current menu and plate costs. Note that only active recipes will be included in any report. You can set a recipe to active or inactive here. The Menu Cost Summary Report will show all of your active recipes and how much the menu and/or plate cost have changed over the report period. Select your categories, select your starting date for the report. Chefsheet will look for the most recent information from the selected date back in time. Select your ending date for the report. Chefsheet will look from your start date to your ending date, finding the most recent information in that period of time. Here we see that our one recipe, English muffin with butter, has increased in cost by 11%. The plate cost was 43 cents at the start of the report period and ended at 47 cents for an increase of 4 cents. The menu cost detail report is the same as the summary report. However, this time we see all the ingredients in each recipe and how much they have changed. For our English muffin, we see that the English muffin price increased by 4 cents and the butter price did not change at all. The Costinator report will report what you learn when you create a Costinator, which we'll cover in the Costinator tutorial. The active recipe report will show you all of your active recipes with the menu cost and the plate cost. This is a great report for a snapshot to see if any of your menu items at any given time have increased to a point where they may not be profitable for you any longer. The final two reports don't relate to the recipes, but rather to the items in your inventory. The reports are used to monitor how much the prices you are paying for the things you buy have changed over a period of time. You may buy the same product as many as 7 times per week, or at least once per week for most perishables. The prices you're paying may increase as little as a penny each order. Use these reports to keep an understanding of the longer-term effects of these small price changes. The Price Change Every Item report shows every item throughout all of your active inventories with the price changes in your selected report period. You can choose to view this report by category or by inventory. When choosing the categories here, note that these are inventory categories. Choose the categories as you would have assigned the items to inventory. If you're interested in food items, for example, perhaps you'd like to choose produce, meat, seafood, or perhaps you're interested in wine and would just choose the wine category. These are likely different categories than you've used for your recipes. This report will show every item even if the item has not changed in price. The last report, the Price Change Items with Change Only report, is the same report but this time filtered to only show you the items that have had a price change during your report period. You can choose items by category or select an entire inventory and see all the items in that inventory and how they have changed in price.